First, I want to thank the town of Glen Rock, the mayor, the council, all our esteemed elected officials for having me here. It's extra special for me to be here in Glen Rock because while I do not live in Glen Rock, I live in the next town over, I live in Paramus. Glen Rock is where I made my first, that's right, Jim. Glen Rock is where I made my first friend in New Jersey after moving here. And Glen Rock is also one of the first towns where I began my community activism. So this town means a lot to me, and I also want to thank the Glen Rock After the March group, who are our sisters in the fight together. So like Councilwoman Artie Krivik, I'm originally from Queens, New York, and like Amy said, I'm a first-generation Chinese American. I'm a millennial. I'm also a gay woman. I check a lot of boxes. And over the last 34 years, I've experienced hate in many forms. I was racially bullied as a child. I've been sexually harassed as a woman. But by far, being gay has brought the most consistent discomfort from the world around me. I've received and witnessed countless homophobic slurs. I've felt the fear of assault, the fear of suicide, the fear of not feeling safe. And to this day, I'm still often called sir. I get glared at in restrooms. When I'm with my wife, just holding her hand in public requires a quick gut check of how brave I'm feeling in the moment. But the fact is that what I have felt my entire life is what most people feel in the LGBTQ community, or what they would consider fortunate. I've been quite privileged in spite of what I've felt. And in America, there's up to 1.6 million homeless youth every year. Of that number, 40% of them are LGBTQ. They only represent approximately 7% of the population. So that's a staggering ratio. And many of them are homeless because of family rejection, because of their sexual orientation or gender identity, because they were forced out by their parents, or because they face physical, emotional, or sexual abuse at home. Today, there are 41 states that still don't have laws that protect the youth from conversion therapy. 33 states can still exclude trans individuals from getting health insurance coverage. And half the country still does not have laws against discrimination and hate crimes against our community. We are at the mercy of the zip codes that we are born into. So when my wife and I decided to leave New York City and move to Bergen County, I honestly had a lot of fear and hesitation. How would we feel living in the suburbs as a gay couple? Would the community welcome us? Would we have to hide who we are and how we act? But this is where our family grew up, and this is where we want to start our family. So we moved. And for a while, it felt like there were no other gay people in town or for miles. And then I learned who represented me in New Jersey, Assemblyman Tim Eustace, the first gay out person elected to the legislature. And then the dread and the fear of living in the suburbs quickly turned into excitement. Tim made me feel safe, and I hadn't even met him yet. He gave me hope, and he is one of the reasons why I decided to get into community organizing. Because representation matters. Visibility matters. So every summer for the month of June, we come together to commemorate the Stonewall Riots of 1969, to celebrate our love, diversity, and pride. Since 2009, Pride Month was recognized nationally until this current administration. So when a town like Glen Rock flies the rainbow flag, it's more than a symbolic gesture. It's an act of love. And I believe that love is the greatest tool against hate. I believe that love is revolutionary. And one day, with the help of people like you, everyone will understand that love is love is love. Thank you.